where they know where each other's going and stuff.
Well, I mean, the relationship they need to build the most is timing through the pass game. So it's, from the snap, from the snap to getting the ball out of our hands. And, the receivers, when you talk about receivers, they've got a few jobs themselves. Number one, be where you're supposed to be when you're supposed to be there. That helps a lot when you're a receiver. Number two, don't fool the quarterback, because the ball will end up going somewhere you don't want it to go. And then the receiver's job, just like the quarterback's job is as well in this situation, is, receivers got to win that race. What race he's got to win?
To get to the ball.
To get to the ball. A lot of people will say get to the ball. Other people will say the race against the defensive back, right? No, the race is really against the defensive line, okay? Because that protection is only going to hold up so long. So they've got to win that race, and we've got to win the race by getting the ball out of our hands at the quarterback position. So, everybody learning how to do their jobs together. That's how chemistry gets, built. We've talked about some of that stuff before, but whether it's whatever type of cut it is, versus zone coverage, depending on, if it's the primary read, most of the time, we'd like to have the ball out of our hands, and about a third of the way there by the time the receiver comes out of his cut, because now it's going to be hard to defend that. If it's half the way, if it's 50% of the way there, when he comes out of his cut, it's almost impossible to defend. So those are the kinds of things that you're looking to develop as far as timing is concerned. Now, versus man-to-man coverage, that stuff's out the window, right? Because they're knocking you around, banging you around, and so the quarterback's got to hang on a little bit longer to see what, how things are going to unfold. But, it's tougher, playing man-to-man's a little bit tougher too for defenses, because they don't want to get run by and get the ball put up over the top of them. So, it goes all ways. It goes, both sides of the ball can, but we are working on those types of things all the time that can help the quarterback and the receiver develop timing. Even top of the route drills, where a receiver might take the last two steps of his cut, and the quarterback may have his back foot already loaded, and when that receiver moves, he throws and puts the ball where we ask him to, versus his own coverage, or versus the man coverage, whatever it may be. But usually, top of the route type of drill would be something you do against zone coverage to develop that that free that free timing.